without hope, we're doomed. I mean, if you don't have hope, you sink into apathy and do nothing, and then that's the end. And we're living in a very, I might say, hopeless world right now, and many people are becoming depressed. And so, first of all, the definition of the way I define hope is important. And it's as though, imagine we're in a very dark tunnel, and we are in dark times with climate crisis, with loss of biodiversity, with swing to the far right in so many countries, and with this pandemic. I mean, it is grim. So we're in this dark tunnel, and right at the end of it is a little gleam of light, and that's hope. But it's no good sitting at our end of the tunnel and saying, oh, I hope it will come to us. Got to roll up your sleeves, grit your teeth, and crawl under, climb over, work around all the obstacles between us and that little light. So hope to me is about having a vision of where you want to go, and then rolling up your sleeves and taking action. It's not passive. It's not looking at the world through rose-tinted spectacles. I know the problems as well as anybody, and probably more than most, because I was traveling all around the world before this pandemic.
You've had such an extraordinary vantage point in terms of, as you said, traveling around the world, tackling these extraordinary and urgent issues. You talk about the need or the need to move toward this tiny light at the end of the tunnel. Is that light always apparent to people? Is it always visible?
No, it's not. And by the way, when we get to the end of the tunnel, the light won't be tiny anymore. It'll just envelop us with a glow. The reason I started our youth program, Roots and Shoots, is because I met so many young people who had lost hope. And they said, well, you've compromised our future, and there's nothing we can do about it. Well, we have compromised their future. We've actually been stealing it probably ever since the Industrial Revolution. But when they said there's nothing they could do about it, I said, no, that's not true. We've got this window of time. It's not that big now. But the youth program began in 1991. So it wasn't quite as desperate then. And so I said, no, we'll start this program, this movement really. And we decided from the beginning, the main message, every one of us makes an impact every single day. And if you're feeling helpless and hopeless and, well, what can I do as an individual? You hear all the time, think globally, act locally, but no, because if you think globally, you get depressed. You can't help it. I do, but think locally. What can I do here? What do I care about? Well, I care about the way the streets are littered. I care about the homeless. I care that there are dogs in shelters that nobody's taking care of, whatever it is. And then work out what you can do, maybe with some others, roll up your sleeves and get to work. And that, when you see you've made a difference, makes you feel good, luckily. And we like to feel good, so we do more to feel better. And the more you do like this, the more it spirals up and you get others being inspired and coming with you and moving towards this shining light.